lives. I got nothing going on today, but I figured I'd make a video. Because I had to go and re-inspect the property. So here we are. I got a haircut and a trim, a beard cut, because I can't grow a full beard right now. But I got baby face now on parts of my face, and I'm just driving back, so figured I'd make a quick video. Yeah, today's gonna be a chill day. Just gonna be writing a bunch of claims, and hoping for the next claim dump to come in. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we are straight chilling. I was expecting my shoes to be dry since I washed them and left them in my truck bed, but the dew from the morning was dense, and thus that is not the case. So here we are. Sad because those are my new shoes and I can't wear them right now. It's okay. So I got a, what is it called? I got a I'm sorry, I just keep looking at myself with this new. I got an old pair of shoes that I can wear. I was going to be able to sleep in today. That is not the case. I woke up at 7. I think I'm just programmed like that now. Yeah. I look like a distinguished gentleman now. Young white boy. What happened to that guy? The guy who made tailor suits. I would go. I don't know where he lives. Taiwan or Singapore or some weird, not Bangladesh, some weird like Asian place where he just does these amazing looking suits. Young white boy. That's the only person I would let, like, never mind. I'm gonna plead the fifth here. I'm gonna assert my Fifth Amendment right and not talk about that. But yeah, we're just chilling. I'm thinking if I finish work early, I might drive up to Minnesota and get these cigarettes that I have been on a hunt for, just for myself and my friend. Just get a sleeve of them. I'm gonna call the place before I go there, so I make sure I'm not, what is it called? You know, going there in vain. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, today's just a short video. I'm not probably, unless I go to Minnesota, I'm probably not going to record anything else. So yeah, I got nothing else to talk about. See you. Hello, welcome. We're back. friend move his mom around or something like that. We're not going to be moving his mom. You know, we're moving her stuff. I don't know if I would be too keen on. I think that'd probably be more of a familial ask than a, you know, friend kind of thing. But just driving down back to Chicago, back to the north side, and yeah, I'm gonna be helping out, moving some stuff from his mom's house or something like that, and so that's what my day is gonna consist of. Excuse me. But yeah, today's a nice day. It's a little nippy. Nippy. And so it's gonna be a chill day. Nice Saturday. Okay, I gotta talk about this because this will either turn out fine or this will be, I will have fallen into the trap that many an elderly person falls into. I was looking for a specific cigarette brand. They're called Hessia cigarettes. They're very hard to find. I called maybe the only state that was near to me, which is like 2 hours away across the border, that sells those, was Minnesota. I'm the governor of Minnesota. It was Minnesota. And so I called about 20 different smoke shops asking if they have them in stock, and they don't. So I was like, I'm just gonna directly contact the wholesaler. And that's what I did. And they got back to me. And they were like, what do you want? Give us all your information, you know, or we could send it to your name, and all that stuff. And so that's what I did. And they were like, okay, well, we take Zelle. I was like, okay. Let's Zelle. So I send them the Zelle of an undisclosed amount. Let's just say an undisclosed amount so I don't embarrass myself in the event that I head up to Minnesota and I find nothing. This is, I think what I'm going to do with these videos, these past 3 videos that I've made, is just bunch them up into one video. It'll be just, what is it called? One video covering 3 days. So I've just had a pretty busy 3 days, going back and forth. So I'll just do like a weekend rendition or something like that. And so, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'm just driving back to my campground. I was at church today. And yesterday, I was helping some friends out from church to move stuff out of their grandma's basement because they had a failed sump pump, and so they needed to get all the stuff that got wet out of their basement. That was a good time. Got to see a beach, took some pictures on a beach. That it was enjoyable. Had a good time. I think where I left off on the last video was I was talking about this this transaction that I had with that cigarette company, and how kind of fishy it was. websites, and I saw that there was another email, so I sent an email saying, hey, I purchased this from you guys, blah 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 blah, I can't find the tracking number. And so I get an email from the CEO of the company, and he says, do not trust this website. Uh-oh. He said, do not trust this website. And so I said, hey, I'll take your word for it. I said, this is the first thing that shows up on Google. This is it has your information, all of the people on your board's information, your social media accounts that redirect me back to this website. So what's going on? How do you respond? So I sent another email, and I said, verbatim, I said, hey genius, the website is linked in all of your social media profiles, and they have all of the people of your board listed on the website, and you're saying that that website is a scam, that website should not be trusted. If that website, which you're claiming is a scam, is listed on all of your social media platforms, what does that say about your company? What does that say about who you are? And then he responded, he said, I understand your frustration, but this is really good here. He says, the domain that you sent the email to is HestiaTobaccos.com. Our domain is HestiaTobacco.com. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I did see it wrong. And then I was like, let me make sure. So I click on HestiaTobacco.com. There's no Hestia Tobaccos, plural.com. There's no website. I clicked on HestiaTobacco.com, and then I clicked contact, and the email listed on there is Hestia at HestiaTobaccos, plural.com. So I took a screenshot. Of the search bar saying HestiaTobacco.com, their domain, and then the email for the contact number on their website as HestiaTobaccos.com. And I just sent that back to him, and I was like, explain this to me, sir. If it's not the plural, why is it listed on your website? And I'm waiting for him to respond. If he does it, I'm going to send him another email. I expect to be reimbursed for this. Because this is kind of nuts. Like I know things go, things can be kind of Karen-ish in these kinds of situations, but no, this is like I am. There is no quarter in this instance. I am going to have no quarter in this instance. And the CEO directly messaged me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how much integrity this company has. I have no quarter. I will have no quarter on you, Mr. Sley, I think is your last name. Mr. Sley. I will have no quarter. I expect to be fully reimbursed. And I'm probably not going to be, but it's worth a shot, because I am not going to be slighted like this by some goober who, just because he runs some kind of company, thinks that he could just throw something like this under the bus. No. Not today, sir. Not today. That is not gonna happen. You messed with the wrong bloke. You messed with the wrong bloke, and I am deeply cut. My heart is deeply cut. I'm very, 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 very not disenfranchised, that's not the right word. Disgusted. I'm disgusted. I spit on you for acting this way towards me, rather than taking responsibility. Because either you are doing this, or someone in your company is doing this over your head. Come on, buddy. What are you doing? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is a untrustworthy website. I would not do anything with this website, which lists my name as the CEO and all of the members of my board, including my CFO and Chief Director of Operations and advisors and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Whatever you say, dude. And lists all of my social media accounts on there that redirect you back to that website. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? He's lucky it's Sunday, or I would have unleashed an innumerable amount of vulgarities upon him. Yeah. So I am very, I'm not impressed. I'm tempted to finding, a place that actually sells them once I go to a state that sells them. Widely distributes them, and just freaking crushing a pack up and taking a picture of it and sending to him. Then, I'd kind of, it'd still be giving him money, but at that point it's just principle, So, let's see how that goes. Other than that, we had a good Sunday. Stayed at my friend's house the day before, so that I didn't have to drive all the way back up to Wisconsin and drive back down to church. So that was nice. I had a good time. Took a bunch of pictures of because my friend's grandma has this cool collection of books and stuff, and she has books with cool drawings, paintings, and stuff like that. So I took a bunch of pictures of that. I think I might throw one of them up as a thumbnail for this video. Yeah, come on, dude. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I could go on an all-out crusade. I have no I have no reservations here, because I'm being finagled by a fanook, by a guy who, doesn't even know what's going on, obviously, with his own website or his own company. So, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, it was a good Lord's Day. I was able to see my brother and sister-in-law, and my niece and nephew. That was nice. Had a good time at church, catching up with some people. Yeah. I don't know. I think we'll just leave it at that for now. I'm not really going to talk about much. Don't know how work is going to look. We'll see what happens this upcoming week. There's supposed to be some storms. So maybe something comes up. But other than that, we will press on. Excuse me. We will press on